Now to Decision 2024, and in a matter of weeks, it will be 2 years since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Today, in an effort to clarify his position, Donald Trump said it's both a personal decision for someone to make, but said states should decide if it's legal. Our At Issue team is covering this for us today. Political commentator Sue O'Connell has some thoughts, but we want to begin with political reporter Matt Pritchard with reaction. Matt.
Yeah, JC, Trump's remarks have brought out a wide range of perspectives as politicians, advocacy groups, and voters all weigh in on this contentious issue. Swift reaction in Massachusetts.
You just can't believe Donald Trump.
Abortion's never just going to be a state-level issue.
Supporters and opponents of abortion rights sounding off after former President Donald Trump took to his social media site, Truth Social.
Many states will be different. Many will have a different number of weeks, or some will have more conservative than others, and that's what they will be. At the end of the day, this is all about the will of the people.
And the comments are just the latest take on the issue for Trump. In 2022, Roe v. Wade was overturned, thanks in part to his Supreme Court appointees. Then in January 2023, he pinned midterm losses on the issue of abortion. A September 2023 talk of an abortion compromise, only to shift to discussion of a national abortion ban in February of 2024, bringing us to this latest approach and criticism from backers of abortion access.
Right now in this country, there are 21 states that practically ban abortion. So if you're supporting the states on this one, you're supporting abortion bans.
As for groups on the other side, state by state isn't the national solution they're looking for.
Ultimately, there will have to be a federal solution to this issue.
Now, during the video, former President Trump did not talk about a national ban or address how he would handle a bill coming from Congress if he was, in fact, reelected. In the newsroom, Matt Pritchard, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, Matt, thank you. We want to bring in Sue O'Connell. Sue, you said really the only question is, does Trump's position and his, frankly, change in position gain voters or cost him voters? Which do you think will happen if he stays with this whole idea, let the states decide? And I think I can say pretty confidently that the MAGA supporters, it doesn't seem that anything really is going to change their mind, correct?
You're right. Yep, you're absolutely right on that, JC. But he will not only lose voters, he will also not gain any voters. So it's possibly the worst political statement he could make in order to win the general election. Look, Trump needs every Republican and some other voters to choose him in 6 or 7 swing states in order to win. If he sticks with this let the states decide idea, it's going to be grim for him. Anti-choice, anti-abortion voters, they are already today using words like betrayal and phrases like slap in the face in reaction to Trump's statement. They want a federal nationwide ban on abortion. They do not want the states to decide. And in addition to that, he used the term abortion rights, which further angered them. So some of them may stay home on Election Day. And who does he win? No one. Why? Because if you didn't trust what Trump said yesterday, you certainly don't trust him today. And many think that he would sign a bill for a national abortion ban or recognize personhood as soon as he could. So this statement, JC, is a loss all around for Donald Trump.
Sue O'Connell, as always, thank you so much.